I don't think most people fail because they're lazy. I think most people are waiting to feel motivated, waiting until life slows down, or waiting until they feel more confident, or waiting until they finally feel ready. Problem is, those feelings almost never show up first. Action usually comes first. And I didn't really understand that until I started trying to completely reinvent my own life. Over the last several months, I've been building businesses, learning YouTube, raising my daughter, working full time, and trying to become someone that I'm proud of. And one thing I've noticed is that change doesn't usually happen because of one giant decision. It happens because of hundreds of very small ones. For years, I was waiting to feel motivated. I thought motivation came first. I thought one day I'd wake up and feel inspired and suddenly become the person I wanted to be. That's not how it worked. What I discovered is that motivation usually follows action, not the other way around. I didn't wake up one day excited to start a YouTube channel. The process took several years. I read one article. I watched one video. I filmed one awkward clip. I went for a walk. I visited a park I'd never been to before. I attended a business networking event instead of doing what felt comfortable. Every tiny action became evidence that I was becoming someone different. So don't wait for motivation. Give yourself some proof. I used to also wait until life slowed down. This one still makes me laugh because I used to tell myself the same thing all the time. I just need a hot minute. Maybe you say something similar. I'll start after this busy week. Once things calm down, when life gets less crazy. The problem is, one hot minute turns into a week, then a month, and then somehow another year has gone by. And what changed for me was not that life became less busy. It didn't. I just stopped letting my breaks become excuses. Now if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I intentionally give myself 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. I grab a coffee, go for a walk, take a few deep breaths, and then I come back. The break isn't the problem, guys. Staying there is. I've also struggled with confidence and waiting until I felt confident for most of my life. Especially when I was younger, I was much naturally more introverted. I enjoyed quiet. I'd recharge by myself. Walk into a room full of strangers still isn't my favorite thing. Making videos, that was uncomfortable too. But I realized something. Confidence isn't really a personality trait, it's a muscle. And muscles only grow when you use them. So now I intentionally put myself into situations that stretch me. A networking event was big for me. A conversation with someone new. Posting another video. Trying something I've never done before. I don't completely drain my social battery, but I do challenge it now. Little by little, I've noticed I'm more confident speaking, more comfortable on camera, more comfortable just being myself. I don't try to become fearless. I just try to become a little braver than I was last month. Waiting until you're ready is another big one. And here's the truth. You're probably never going to feel completely ready because ready, it really isn't a feeling. Most of the time, it's fear. Fear of looking stupid or fear of failing or fear of what other people think. But fear, that's easy. That's just an emotion. It doesn't get to decide what you do next. And one thing that's really helped me is remembering that every skill has stages. Like you have to crawl before you can walk, and then you walk, and then you learn how to jog, and then you run, and then eventually you can sprint. But nobody expects a baby to sprint, so why do we expect ourselves to? You don't have to master something before you begin, you just have to begin, even in your first step, even if it's tiny. So I don't think that most people fail because they aren't capable. I think they spend years waiting for a version of themselves that only shows up after they start. The future version of you isn't waiting at the finish line. They're built slowly, one small decision at a time. So if you're waiting for motivation, or for confidence, or for more time, or for the perfect moment, maybe today your only job is to take one small step. Read one chapter, go for one walk, film one video, send one email, have one conversation. Because action, however small, changes how you see yourself. And once your identity starts to change, your life usually follows. I'm Jennifer Bailey, and this channel is my experiment to find out what's possible. when an ordinary person like me stops waiting and starts showing up. If you'd like to come along for the journey, I would love to have you here. So subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one.